If you are looking for a Prebuilt PC on the market for under $1,500, you came to the right video. I will show you 5 different systems that will give you excellent performance for 1080p and 1440p and also 4K in some cases. And if you're a beginner to PCs, don't worry, I will explain what each of these PCs are capable of running. That way everyone can understand. You will have the links to all of these systems down below in the video description. That being said, let's start. With the first one, we have a $700 PC in the 15L from HP. This one has the i5 13400, which is the latest i5 on the market, alongside the GTX 1660 Super. Now, the price is $700, but after a coupon code that you will have in the description, the total price will be $660. You also get 8 GB of RAM, 2x4, and 256 gigs of SSD. Now, if your budget is under $700, this is a no-brainer. In my opinion, it's the best deal. You can run games at 1080p with no issues. Now, if you want to play the latest AAA titles on ultra settings, I wouldn't recommend you this system, but if you want to play games like GTA 5, Red Dead Redemption 2, Valorant, Fortnite, and all of these type of games, this one should be more than enough. And yes, you will achieve high FPS in games like Fortnite, so if you want a 1080p 144Hz monitor, you can take advantage of it with no issues. One thing that I recommend you doing if you have a higher budget is clicking on Customize and Buy, changing the RAM to 16 gigs of RAM and then the storage to 500 gigs of SSD. This will give you more space to download games, and then you will have more RAM, which is going to give you a better performance for gaming and also multitasking. The price, $830 after upgrade, but once again, you can use the coupon code and the total price will be $788. A really solid price for the type of performance that you're getting when talking about Prebuilt PCs. With the next one, we have the Skytech Nebula for $850. It's on a huge discount and you get the RTX 3060 and the Ryzen 5 3600. The Ryzen 5 3600 is becoming a bit old, but nonetheless is still a great performer for 1080p and 1440p gaming when paired with the right GPU. On this case, the RTX 3060 is more than capable of 1080p gaming, even on ultra settings while playing AAA titles, and you can also play at 1440p depending on the game and the settings. So to have a system that can run 1440p for $850 or 1080p high FPS gaming is actually insane considering the pricing these last few years, especially 2020 and 2021. So if you have a budget of around $850 and you can find this PC on sale, because maybe when you're watching this video it's not on sale anymore, I think it's a no-brainer. With the next one, we have the Omen 25L, which is on a huge discount. You end up saving $650, and please do not buy this system if it's not on sale and you see it for $1,750. But if you see it on sale, it's not gonna cost you $1,100 because once again there's a coupon code, but this time it's a 10% coupon code. So for the price of $990, you are getting the RX 6700 XT and the Ryzen 7 5700G. If you know nothing about computers, this is a very capable 1440p GPU-CPU combo that you can also use for 1080p high FPS gaming, but you will be achieving higher FPS than the last system. And yes, you're paying around $150 extra, but you're getting a 20% performance increase, which is huge, especially when talking about 1440p gaming. And you're also getting 16 gigs of RAM, 1 TB of hard drive, and 500 gigs of SSD. So you're getting more storage for you to download more video games, and you're getting a higher performance for the price. In my opinion, this is the best value PC on this video, since you can buy a 1440p 144Hz monitor and take advantage of it. So yes, on esports titles, 1440p you will be able to achieve even more than 200 FPS depending on the settings. And you will be able to run most titles at 1440p ultra settings, 60 plus FPS on average with no issues. One thing that I like about this system is that the 6700 XT comes with 12 gigs of VRAM, which is gonna be huge for the latest AAA titles. With the next one, we have the Nebula once again, but this time with the RTX 4070. You get the i5 12400F, which is a really capable CPU for every resolution, and you also get 1 TB of SSD, 16 gigs of RAM, great airflow on this system by the way, and the most important part, the RTX 4070. This graphics card has similar performance to the RTX 3080 and the RX 6900 XT. So for $1,400 you're getting a 1440p beast, but you can also play at 4K depending on the game and the settings. For most games you will be fine at 4K resolution, especially because you have the DLSS technology, which will boost your FPS, and also even if you play at native resolution 4K, you can mostly run games at 60 plus FPS on average on high to ultra settings, of course depending on the game, but just for the price of $1,400, this is actually an insane deal. If you want to play at 1440p, you can run every single title with no issues. This is one of the best 1440p PCs that you can get out there. Now you can get better with a better GPU like the RTX 4070 Ti, but those PCs are much more expensive and they are not going to be under $1,500. But this one right here, it's on sale right now for $100. So once again, if you find it on sale when you're watching this video, I think that is the best PC that you can get, and it's much better than any other system that I mentioned on this video. It's gonna be around 35% faster on average than the RX 6700 XT from the last PC in the Omen 25L, but of course it's gonna cost you more money. So if you want the best 1440p performance and also upgrade to 4K down the line, and you have just under $1,500, this one in my opinion is the best that you can get. You can get the same system on Amazon, by the way, for $1,500, so $100 more expensive, but you get the Ryzen 5 5600X instead of the i5 12400F. So if you like the Ryzen processor more, you're looking to spend around $800 extra, or maybe you like buying from Amazon because you think it's more reliable. That is totally up to you. I personally would recommend you going with the Nebula from the Skytech website, because between the i5 12400F and the Ryzen 5 5600X, there's not much difference, and it's going to be cheaper, and also you buy directly from the manufacturer, which I always recommend. So to recap on this video, we've seen PCs that can run 1080p with no issues, 1440p with no issues, and also 4K with no issues. So even if you want to play at the highest resolution for under $1,500, we have a PC for you. And if you're thinking of building a PC and you're willing to build it yourself, you can watch my video about the best PC builds of the month, where I go over systems that are actually $1,000 and will perform excellent at 4K resolution. You will have that video in the top right of the screen. Thank you guys for watching, thank you for the support, and I will see you on the next one.